Hi, how are you? It's Travson here, and welcome back to our adventures with Elseth the Worgen Hunter. Last episode, we were in the Eastern Plaguelands, completing some quests, and today we are doing a dungeon. It's been a while, and the dungeon we are in is Uldaman. So let's check this out. I'm going to ask if anybody can share quests. If they have any. If they don't, it's whatever. Let's drop explosive trap down. A little bit of AoE damage going on here. I don't think anybody has any quests for this. This is actually pretty low level dungeon for us. We're like in the 40s and the mobs are fighting at like 37. So the random dungeon finder got us into a dungeon where I think we are a little bit too high of a level, but should get XP. Problem is we're going to level up soon. And see what happens. Hopefully we still get XP from these mobs. We should. If we move through the dungeon, we'll probably get higher level mobs. Yeah, the 37s are now gray. But we did get level 46. So let's check this out here. We have 5 unspent talents for our pet because we have a new pet out. Should probably dismiss the dog. Revelosh's Spaulders of the Owl dropped. 131 armor, 10 stamina, 8 intellect, and 9 spirit. Leather shoulders. Not for us, really. Might get some upgrades today, though. That's one good thing about dungeons. You get some pretty solid upgrades. And, yeah, let's check the talents here. Everything's moving so quick. Looks like we don't have a talent. Check the pet talents here. Just give him great stamina and spike collar. Pretty much the same talents as Wolf. Let's roll out a little bit here. And yeah, I got some good news, guys. We sold the whelp. I don't know if somebody that watches the videos bought it, but if you did, thank you. I thought it was sold at a pretty fair price. I think we had it like 2,700 around there. So it's sold, and now we have in total like over 6K gold. So we will have epic flying when we hit 60. So I'm happy about that. That was quite the grind. We got a lot of help, but the whelp really put us over the edge there. Stoneweaver leggings dropped. 100 armor, 10 stam, 15 intellect. Improves crit rating by 10. Not really for us. Probably good for the warlock there. Let's drop an explosive trap. Hopefully we get some procs here. Oh, pulling. But yeah, good news, guys. We're going to have epic flying for TBC and Wrath. So we will be getting around pretty damn quick. And I found something out today. When you leave dungeons, you get they're changing this in the War Within. I don't know if they'll bring this to Classic. I think they should. But if you say you leave a dungeon and you get like you put in like a time where you can't join the dungeon, join another dungeon via the dungeon finder for like 30 minutes. That's now going to be account wide, so you can't just like leave a dungeon, just hop on another character and do another dungeon, right? I think that's good. So I remember when I was playing retail, there's a lot of people who just they like say come to this boss, for instance, and the gear that they want just doesn't drop, and then they just leave the dungeon. And they're kind of toxic to do, but it happens quite a bit. So it's good that they're doing that. And I think that's good for Mythic Plus, too, because people tend to leave Mythic Plus. I wonder if that'll apply to Mythic Plus. I hope it does. Because people tend to just leave Mythic Plus dungeon groups. When, say they just have a wipe and they know that they're not going to complete the key. Or the time on the key, they just leave. And then they just leave everybody stranded. Who want to just, complete the dungeon just to get something nice out of their chest at the end of the week. The Craig Fist of Strength dropped. Male hands. 16 strength improves critical strike rating by 8. Those are better than what we get. 16 strength or 9 stam. 6 crit. Yeah, it's better. It's crazy. That is crazy. These mobs are like way under, like not even 40 when we're getting upgrades. But that's just how it is. Dungeons just give way better gear, man. Should drop an explosive trap here. Get some explosive shot procs. And Galgan's Firehammer dropped a mace. 27.4 damage per second. Chance on hit, blast the target for 94 to 133 damage. Could use that as a hunter because we can dual wield, but I don't know if we can use maces. I'm just going to need it. We'll see. See if we can do that. We can also do a little bit of skinning while we're here. Where'd these guys go? They went up this way. They don't have no time for my skinning. Did I go the wrong way? Seems like I might have. All we can do is just do this. There we go. It's a good thing about being a hunter. You can pull the entire dungeon and just, drop friggin' feign death and you're good. So funny that they can do that. Cloth chest drop. Grimlock's tribal vestments. 12 stamina, 12 intellect, improves hit by 12. Not for us, but pretty good cloth gear just dropped for the warlock. And supposedly they're changing tanking. They're making tanking more difficult now in retail. Making some changes. I'm interested to see what that's like. Because tanking is difficult, but to be honest, it's not that bad once you learn how to pull the dungeon. Once you learn how to pull the dungeon and like when you have to interrupt stuff, it becomes pretty damn easy. And it's mostly on the healer and the healers and the DPS at that point. But they're changing it to where, I think tanks have less mitigation and less defensive cooldowns to use. Which is going to make it harder for healers, which is bad, I think. Because healers already have a tough time in WoW, and it's so hard to find people that want to heal. I've always considered healing like the hardest role in the game. Especially for like Mythic Plus and like raiding content. It's really tough. And they're making it harder. So there's going to be even less people playing healers. I think the most chill role to play is probably ranged DPS. Just sit in the back and, you know, shoot stuff. Mealee's kind of rough because you do have to run around quite a bit. It's a lot of movement. Range, you just stand still, and then if a mechanic comes your way, you move. Let's drop a trap here. This stuff's getting wrecked. So I felt like doing a dungeon today, guys. I'm a little bit sick. I don't know what's going on, but I don't... Like the flu bug came out of nowhere. I don't know if I have COVID, but it's just the flu. He had a flooding going on in Toronto, which is crazy. Never seen that before in our city. A lot of people's homes got flooded. Their basements did, depending on where they lived. So fortunate we did not. And like entire, like I wouldn't say entire highways, but parts of highways were flooded. So cars were like underwater. Never seen that before, but clearly, you know, there's climate change going on.
Awaken, Arcadus. Who dares the wrath of the Makers?
I don't really know what they can do about that. I think it's just it is what it is with climate. Like the world's gonna heat up, and I don't know how much more we can do.
Awake, ye servants.
So I guess we just have to adapt.
The discs.
And
To my side,
build a better infrastructure.
For the Makers.
For the Makers. Yeah, Alderman, guys. That was quick. Archaic Stone of the Tiger. 7 strength, 7 agility, 15 bonus armor. Not bad. Not better than... Strength and Agi? That's probably better than the Band of Zeal. There's bonus armor on it, though. I'll just give it to the tank, man. I'm not gonna be that guy. Already got a piece. And here we got the platinum discs. I don't know if we can finish this. Ancient treasure right here. More stuff. Centerpieces of this treasure chamber are 4 huge platinum discs, each adorned with numerous sigils of an unknown origin. Touching them makes your hand tingle. Just after touching the discs, the visage of a large stone watcher springs forth. Salutations, I am a keeper of knowledge. The creator's synthesis of the earthen has been chronicled and stored here for this world in the discs of Norgannon. You have uncovered a wealth of previously undiscovered worldly lore. Alright, so let's learn the lore. I don't know if I'll read all this stuff, but the cool thing about learning about the earthen now is kind of aligns with the new expansion, The War Within. Because the earthen are it's just a new race, or a new... I don't even know how to... I guess, yeah, they're a new race. They're dwarves, pretty much, just a different type of dwarf. And we're going to be able to play as them in the new expansion. Platinum disc. Following the instructions of the Stone Watcher, you once again access the discs of Norgannon. Now that you have learned about the history of the earthen, the trogs, and the dwarves, a faint, brief hum is heard from within the discs. Stone Watcher then speaks. The discs have now been synthesized. Access the discs of Norgannon once more to receive your personal copy. Touching the disc of Norgannon once again makes your hand tingle. This time, however, the strange grinding noise is heard from inside the disc. Your backpack suddenly becomes heavier than it was before. Inside, you discover a miniature version of the discs. No doubt, an item of this sort would be invaluable for someone interested in the ancient history of Azeroth. Someone would be interested in this. And I assume this is going to go to Ironforge. Assume they would be interested. And this story pretty much explains, from what I remember, might not be totally correct about this, but it just explains that the dwarves and the trogs are kind of like cousins. And they're a little bit related. And both were created by the Titans, I believe. Could be wrong about that. But yeah, guys, well, I guess we'll jump out of this dungeon Gonna leave this dungeon and forget how to do that because I haven't been in one in a while. I think we'll queue for another one. Might as well. See if we can get into, be cool if we can get into Stratholme. Looks like we're either going to get into Dire Maul, Strat, or ZF. All those are pretty cool dungeons. Looking forward to checking those out. But I'll see you guys when we get inside the dungeon. Here we are in Stratholme, guys. I'm happy we got into this dungeon. A lot of quests to pick up. I'm just going to pick them all up. I know these guys aren't going to wait for me to
What's on your mind?
to dive into the dialogue.
How are you? Off with you.
But we're going to get a lot of XP. That's all I know. Man, this tank is getting rocked. Pulling a lot though. Some kind of explosive trap. Okay, here we go. Happy we got into Strat live. Well, I think it's just Strat Undead. I wonder if they change it. I wonder if there is an Undead and live side. We'll have to see. Pretty big dungeon, though, if we do live and Undead. I wonder what the plan will be. Is he still pulling more? Kind of waiting for to see where the tank wants to chill. Gonna drop a trap here. Hopefully he doesn't pull him out of it. Oh, he did. Damn it. Let's try to get this stuff down. Mage got wrecked. I guess he went in and just started doing Arcane Explosion. Put down another explosive trap soon, though. There we go. Oh, tank died. Uh-oh. Drop a trap here. I think we can get this guy down. There we go. I'm gonna do this guy too. He's gonna beat the crap out of me. This tank went a little too hard though. It's pulling like a little too much. I guess he's just testing the healer out, seeing what he can do. I hope he doesn't leave the dungeon because of that, but that does sometimes happen. There we go. And the tank is back or what? Does he have aggro? Okay, let's drop down explosive trap. There we go, we pulled him back. Met up with the paladin. We didn't die. I think he'll be a little slower. Maybe, we'll see. Maybe not. It was me. The healer's like, I'm drinking. Just tell him the paladin to hold his horses a little bit. But that was an awesome pull, though. Almost pulled it off. If I was able to get my explosive trap in there, would have done a lot more damage. I'm interested to see like how big this dungeon is. Like from what I've noticed, a lot of these dungeons they kind of separate them into like a bunch of different sections, especially the big ones. Looks like we're going to be doing the main gate. So I guess this is just like the front of the dungeon, so not the undead side or the live side. There we go. Am I getting screenshots anymore? I gotta watch out because my screenshot folder might be full. Seems like we're not getting screenshots anymore. Well, hopefully we got some good ones there. Because they do fill up, guys. I've noticed that before. I've taken quite a few. So I might have to get rid of some, maybe put them on like an external hard drive. There we go, we got the tobacco. Yeah, it seems it's not saying like we're taking a photo there. Uh-oh. Here comes the rats. Rough way to die if you'd like to. You're like playing hardcore and you die to the rat trap. Timmy the Cruel. Well, we got somebody from behind. Tried to trap him, but he ran right over it. It's a nice taunt by the paladin, though. Timmy down. And the Grimgore news drop. Cloth waste. 74 armor, 9 stamina. 9 intellect, 13 crit. A lot of cloth dropping today. So it looks like we're going into the live side. This is the live side right up here. Oh, he already pulled. Didn't even notice. Big boy. $20 explosive trap lasts for a long time. Most pulls don't even last like over 10 seconds. So if he pulls big, we can have explosive trap up pretty much the entire pull. Alright, looks like we're going in. This guy's got Noggin Fogger up. What if Righteous Orbs drop in here? In Cataclysm, maybe. I think it's an item you would get for weapon enchants. Pretty good. Hunter's really chill, man. See why a lot of people main Hunter. Here comes a... I'll pull the entire room. Wait for him to set them all up. Not the trap. Gotta get out of this. Explosive traps doing damage. Oh, he's got charged. I think at the end we'll just, I think to turn in the quest and just leave the dungeon and teleport back in. We should be able to turn it all in. I'm gonna pull more stuff. It's okay though. Freeze one of them. I'm gonna have to pull him anyways. And the healer still has some mana, so we're alright. And supposedly the Riot MMO, the League of Legends one, supposedly they delayed that to 2026. Oh my gosh, dude, this got wrecked. I should have used Feign Death. I should have just went to the tank, man. Pretty silly of me. That was an oopsie. Hopefully we get a res. Ryzen Hammersmith. That might even have been a boss or a rare. Let's call out Wolf now. Turn off Growl. I don't think it matters though. The Paladin just does so much aggro. In Cataclysm, it's pretty hard to even pull off the tank. We go. We're pulling the boss with these guys. Let's try the trap here. I don't know if we just go for the boss or tank will try to pull them all in. You have to get this stuff here and just shoot them. Alright. I'll do the cannonballs. There you go. No one was doing it, so guess I'll do it. Actually use the cannonball here too. Alright, so it dropped cloth, shoulders dropped. More cloth. And a male waist. Stamina and like spirit though. But not for us. Good for a boomkin. Or no, male waist, never mind. Good for a shaman, I mean. And that's who won it. Shaman healer. Hopefully we get a level when we turn the quests in here. It's quite a few we need to complete. Even some of them are in other areas of the dungeon. Cover the lost volume, the Annals of Stratholme. See if we can find that. Might have missed it. We're at the end here, pretty close to the end. Pull them all. There we go. Everything just gets wrecked. Like, the pulls are insane, man. There's a righteous orb right there, so they do drop. Worth 15 gold in the auction house. Those are worth like over 100 gold during the initial release of vanilla. I assume it's pretty expensive on Deviant Delayed as well. There's Instructor Galford, so those things should be there. I used to farm this place. It's a tank and a healer. If I was tanking a healer buddy, and we would take the righteous orbs and sell them. And that's how I paid for my epic round mount. It's not a bad way to play it, like, right? You just do the dungeon for people that are leveling, and they can get all the gear. Everything else, just you want the righteous orbs if they drop. Sometimes they don't even drop. Some people would take all the gear that you don't want, and you'd make even more gold. I guess we gotta get in here. There's another righteous orb. That'd be a good run. And leather boots dropped. 139 armor, 11 agi. Improves haste by 11. That's pretty good. 11 agi, 11 stam. We'll need those. And there's the painting. Gotta get that. Love and family. Inventory's full. So we'll get rid of these night crawlers. And there we go. There's their picture. It's cool that they show that. And there's the Dreadlord. He infiltrated the Scarlet Crusade. That's what they do, the Dreadlords. to infiltrate groups and manipulate them. Sort of like Black Dragonflight, they do that quite a bit too. And there we go, that's Stratholme. Let's see what drops. Nice two-handed sword, 41.2 damage. Sends a shadowy bolt at the enemy, causing 172 shadow damage and dealing 46 damage every 2 seconds for 6 seconds. Or we take the two-handed mace. Haste rating is nice. I think we can use that, can we? See if we can use the other mace. No, we don't have the proficiency. So yeah, we can't use maces. We don't roll need on that. I don't think we'll roll need on the sword either. Just stick with the two-hand. The one-handers. Did you find any tobacco? Yeah.
Good.
We didn't complete Retribution. We slayed Balnazar, though. And we're going to get a dagger, but it's not really good for us. His back piece is pretty good, though. 66 armor, 7 agi, 10 stamina, improves hit rating by 7. The painting, Elsa, do you have the painting? Master Forging will be glad beyond measure to see this painting again. Then we have one more quest. Retribution, show them no mercy. These guys are still fighting these guys. Kite him through this. Gotta watch out that he could get killed.
Here there. Watch Shedderbeck. Off with you.
There we go, we leveled up. 47. Means we'll get to max out resourcefulness, which will reduce the cooldown of all our traps and Black Arrow by 6 seconds. That was good to get. I wonder where these guys went. Maybe they're trying to finish the Retribution quest, which is just over here, the Unforgiven Slain. I think that's what we're doing. We'll go and do that. We'll help them out. I think the paladin's already there, or the mages. I'm gonna get Ice Trap soon. Also Call Pet 3. So we'll be able to have 3 pets in our roster. Alright, here we are. Guess we're gonna tank all this. And we'll make sure we get back into Eastern Plaguelands, guys. We're going to make sure we finish all those quests. Wanted to hop in a dungeon today. And then we'll eventually go to the Badlands, I think. I think that'll be the next spot we go to. Just want to see what's changed there. Or we have to run back to turn it in, probably. There we go. Soulbreaker dropped. 31.5 damage per second. Target enemy loses 13 health and mana every 3 seconds. It's not bad. Kind of want stats on it. But it is a lot better than our other... We won it, but our... Whatever. Bags are full. Buy better bags, man. I'm gonna do that. We got all this coin. That's what we'll do. We'll buy some better bags. We got 12 slots. Let's make sure we get this Soul Breaker. I wonder if we finished... Oh, we can leave the dungeon and get Retribution done. Just teleport out of the dungeon, teleport back in. Can't do it while we're in combat. Someone is fighting something. They're fighting rats. Guess there's really no point in teleporting out now since we're so close to the front. Luck of the Draw increases damage done by 15%, healing done by 15%, and health by 15%. Never use the dungeon tool. What the heck? Oh, so no wonder these pulls are insane, man. Would be cool to do another dungeon, but I'm going to call it for now. Oh my gosh, dude. What the heck happened there? We just like spawned here and died. What the heck was that? That's what you get for declining dungeon invites. But yeah, now I know why. Like dungeons are so damn easy in Cataclysms because they give us that crazy buff. No wonder people are pulling like 10 mobs at a time, right? I wonder what happened there. We just spawned there and we just got charged and slain. I think we got slayed by like one of the Argent Crusade members. Let's head over here. We got one more quest to turn in, guys. And look at this. It's like something happened to my UI. It's all bugged out.
King's honor, friend. Be careful. For the Alliance.
And there we go, guys.
Need help?
All right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to call it here. That was a lot of quests we completed. And we did some dungeon runs, which was fun. And next episode, we'll probably be heading up here and checking out these quests here, City Under Siege. We should have picked that up before we did Strat. But we'll check out all these quests. There's quite a few. And they're level 50, so they might be challenging. But that's going to be the end of today's episode, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.